Good morning, guys. It is 6 a.m. and I'm taking off for my little road trip. I got most of my stuff here prepared. I got my Ogio bag. I have all my clothes and everything that I need in there. Toiletries, that type of thing. And I have my tank bag. And so this is going to help me keep my wallet in there, keep can of chain lube in there, a bunch of other things. But I've got enough in here pretty much for 5 days. Doesn't look like it, but I packed really well. So I'm going to be getting on the road here pretty soon. And I haven't been up this early on a day off in quite some time, seeing as how I work nights. And I worked last night. I got home relatively early for me anyway, but I got home probably around 2:30 in the morning. Got up at 5:30 in the morning, and I'm on the road by 6. And I am on the way to Panama City, Florida. So from Miami to Panama City, it's about a 600-mile ride, about 9 hours, give or take. This will be the longest road trip I've done on my motorcycle, and I'm doing it on a Super Sport. Let's see how my body holds up. I've got my Ogio backpack on my back. It's full, as full as it can possibly get. I've got 5 days worth of clothes in there, my toiletries. I've got pretty much that. In the tank bag here, I've got a bunch of other stuff. So I'm up so early just to go to the ZJ Motovlogs and Yummy R6 meetup. Now today is Thursday. The meetup is not until Saturday. So what I'm doing is actually a little bit of a secret. Actually, it's a lot of a secret. They don't have any idea that I'm coming. More importantly, they don't have any idea who I'm coming with. So I'm riding to Panama City first instead of just going straight up through Florida. Panama City is actually in the Panhandle, so I have to go north and then west versus just going straight north. And the reason why is because I'm going to go to meet up with Downshift 83. So I'm going to his house, meeting up with him, and I'm meeting up with Jester 85. And we're going to be hanging out in Panama City for a little bit today. Tomorrow morning, we're trailering our bikes, throwing them all in the truck and in the trailer. And we're driving to Atlanta. And from Atlanta, we're going to be picking up Shag in the Wind and another friend who isn't on YouTube. And once we do that, we're heading straight up to Virginia Beach. And I cannot wait to see the look on ZJ's face when all of us roll up, because he doesn't expect any of us to come. We've all told him we can't make it. We didn't know if we could make it. You know, things aren't looking good. And honestly, that is the truth. I didn't think I was going to be able to make it. With my school schedule and everything, I didn't know. Everything was unpredictable because it was kind of in between semesters. I didn't know what was going to be going on. So I was really a wild card. So I told him, I was like, look, I don't think it's going to happen. It's not going to work. I was talking to Downshift about carpooling before, and then I ended up having a conversation with him one night, and I was like, look, it's probably not going to happen because I don't know what my schedule is going to look like, so I don't think it's going to work out. And once I got my schedule and I had a clear picture of what my schedule was going to look like for Memorial Day weekend, the first thing I did was call Downshift. And I told him, I was like, hey, you still want to go to Virginia Beach? And he was so amped up about it. So we set up everything to to go to Virginia Beach. Jesus Christ, man, what the fuck? Great, 6 a.m. There's already fucking traffic. This is why I left so early, to try and avoid this crap. And I still end up running into it. So yeah, so Downshift was really amped up. He was super excited about it. He went right away and he bought the the mounts for the front wheel to put on the inside of the trailer, to mount the bikes in there, to pretty much like secure them down. So before we even finished the conversation, he had already spent $250 on the mounts for the additional bikes to go in his trailer. So thank you for that, Downshift. And then we started talking about he had a friend up there who's a new motovlogger, Jester85, and he called up Jester and told him, let's go to Virginia Beach, and he was game right away. He was like, yeah, let's do this. So now we already had 3 people, and we're all splitting gas and everything. So we're like, who else can we get to come? So Shag in the Wind, we called him up. Shag was kind of on the fence because he didn't know about money and his situation, but we finally convinced him, and he's coming. And then he's bringing another friend that he pretty much called him up too and was like, hey, let's go to Virginia Beach. And he was like, yeah, I'm down, let's do this. So everything just kind of worked out perfectly. So it's 5 of us in the truck, all going up there. And we're all going to be rolling up together. And I think they're going to flip out when they see us pull up. So I'm really, really excited about this. I'm really excited about the road trip itself, about me doing this whole thing, driving up to Panama City. I've wanted to do a road trip for quite some time now. I had seen Baron von Grumble's videos where he went from London all the way down to Almeria, I believe, in the south of Spain. So he went, across the English Channel into France, and then all the way down through Spain, all the way to the coast. And it was just such an awesome looking trip. And he did that on his GSXR 1000. So I figured if he can do it on his Gixxer, then I can do it on my R1. And so that's what I'm doing. Road trip on a Super Sport. No idea how this is going to work out, but we shall see.